Okay, so like, I want to talk about that abyss. I think I'm gonna go for like all Stella's hard mode, cause like, if my builds aren't fucked beyond belief, but they shouldn't be. I don't think I've like severely altered the builds of any of my characters here. I forget what the third element is. Hydro, yeah. Yeah, because I did Visionary already. I think I just gonna do hard mode all Stellas, because I want to talk about it. Because that abyss was hell. I want Darion Faye and Darion Sun and Maimavwika. That is the worst abyss that I have ever had. And I want to talk about it. Oh. Like, who I can use here is limited, so I want to make sure I pick good options here. Official. I should go Xiangling, probably. Or should I go Barbara? Is healing better? I should probably go Barbara for healing, yeah. Anyways, so I want to talk about it because that abyss was actually hell, and I've never had an abyss. So the first abyss that I 36 starred was, I believe, 5.7, or it was actually 5.8. It was after I got Seat Lolly, and it was after I got Seat Lolly. And that was very easy to 36 star because it was still shilling the freeze stuff and it was shilling Mavwika stuff. Yeah. So that was the first abyss I 36 starred, and then after that it immediately started the Lunar Show, and I did get a Nepha. I wasn't originally going to get a Nepha, but I did get a Nepha, not specifically for that, but just because I thought she was cool, right? But I'm glad I had a Nepha because that cactus boss in Abyss was super annoying. So I'm really glad I had a Nepha. Yeah, Dahlia is like one of the 3-4 stars I don't have. Because I didn't pull on that banner and I haven't gotten him on standard. But yeah, Nepha. So I was able to do stuff with like Raiden, I think Raiden and Nepha for Arena and somebody, a healer, I guess, I don't know. And then like, like that was one of the things I was able to do. And then like some of the abysses were pretty easy once I had like, I had Llama and stuff. And then there was like the one, whichever one was like after Nefer's release. I had I had Llama and that first abyss, before the abyss changed before Nefer release, and I had Llama. And I remember this one abyss that had the crab boss, and the crab boss was awful. I freaking hate that boss. If you know what boss I'm talking about, you know. And I was trying to brute force it all sorts of ways with Mavwika. I was trying to make a Mavwika Llama team. I didn't have a good Llama team. I was able to finally make a Llama Hybrid Bloom with some sort of Farina, Scaffier, fridge stuff, right? And that's what I was able to do. The problem, that abyss sucked. But, like, I was able to do that abyss, and then the last couple abysses haven't been too bad. This abyss, this is the worst abyss I have ever cleared. And I almost threw in the towel multiple times. But, like, This abyss, so chamber 1 has like the 41 enemies or whatever, which is super annoying. But like that's not the worst part of it, because like I mean you can tell why it's not the worst part of it, because you know, it's just like there are worse. It gets worse. It actually gets worse with the third chamber. The third chamber is what caused it to take multiple days for me to clear. That third chamber is evil. I don't care what anyone says. So that third chamber literally took me days, weeks, multiple play sessions, and so much experimentation. So I actually cleared the second chamber first. So I ended up splicing, which I don't like doing. I do not like splicing, but I had no choice, because this abyss was so brutal. So for that second chamber, I used my regular Mavwika team on, which is Mavwika, Shalonen, Seatlali, and Bennett. I used that team on that first side, on the second chamber, and then on the second side I used my normal Flynn's team, which is Flynn's, Inepa, Shanyun, and Aino. I don't remember if I used Aino or Farina actually when I did that, because I ended up using Farina for reasons I'll get into for some of the other stuff. I don't really remember Chamber 2 that much. Chamber 3, or Chamber 1. Chamber 1, I used Mavwika, Sucrose, I used Mavwika, Sucrose, Seatlali, Bennett, right? And with Sucrose, with the crowd control, I was able to easily do Chamber 1. First side, second side, used Flynn's team, no problem. So, the Chamber 3, the first thing I tried was, I was like, okay, so there's that boss on the first half, which needs, the boss on the first half needs, it explicitly needs, I believe it is, what it specifically needs is, I believe, Sijuin is really dumb here. Oh, I can use Aino. Never mind, I can use Aino. Okay. But basically, so what I was saying was, the problem with that Chamber 3 So, the first thing I tried, I remember when I did Lava Dragon Statue, and when I did Lava Dragon Statue, that discourages using Cryo and Hydro. So I ended up using a team with like Xiangling, it was like Mavuika, Xiangling, Nahida, and then a Flex, probably like Bennett. I think on one of them I ended up using Farina, and then I would switch Farina to healing mode, and then when the shield went down, I would switch her to attack mode. And that was a strategy that I used. So that was something that I did with oh, I wanted a character, dude. Anyway, Wind reaction, do we still have Knuckle Duckle to worry about? I actually don't know what bosses are in hard mode. Because this one is annoying if you don't have... I'd have to use Mavuika here. And I don't know if I want to use Mavuika. I think I can, because, yeah. Anyway, I can use Mavuika Shalon and something here. That'll work. Where is Shalonen? Shalonen... Yansan, who else should I use? Siegewin? Nah. I can use Siegewin here, yeah. Why not? Wait, I just realized Hydro. It's immune to Hydro. I'm stupid. Anyway, so basically, the first thing I tried was burning with Nahida, which works really well to break the shield. The problem is that because I was like, well, I can use melt with that, so I went ahead and used I used, what do you call it? I used that's not what I wanted to do, but okay. Well, it worked, so I went ahead and used a different team, but the problem was that it interfered with my melts. When I was trying to use Seat Wally Burst when the boss shield went down. And that interfered with my melts badly. So that was a problem. So the next thing I tried was a Sucrose. It wasn't fast enough. I tried like Durin and Sucrose. I tried Mavuika Sucrose. I tried a bunch of things. Mavuika Sucrose wasn't fast enough. I probably could have done it if I'd optimized. I probably could have done it just fine with Sucrose if I'd optimized my rotations. But there's the Farina, and there's Arlecchino, there it is. Alright, who's this boss again? Hydra has advantage, okay. Yeah, I shouldn't use Arlecchino. I can use Clorend, Siegewin, Farina Jinksho. This is so cursed, but whatever, why not? This should be cakewalk regardless. Basically my, because it just wants me to break the shield. And then hopefully Clorend can do damage. I don't really know how to use Clorend, I'll be honest. That's cool, I guess. If this ends up not working, I'll use Arlecchino or something. I mean, I probably can use Pyro here. Probably no reason I can't. So, anyways, So I tried that, and then I tried all this other stuff, and then I kept having trouble with side 2 because that boss, the mech, keeps killing me. It kept killing me. Ah, so close. So close, dude. It kept killing me. The mech kept killing me. And then, so that was a problem. Kept killing my flins or my NF or whatever. I was using Ino first because I thought Claymore plunges were faster, or not faster, but I thought they were more effective because Claymore plunges do more damage or whatever, but it turns out sword plunging is actually faster. So I learned that. Someone told me that. I was actually asking in a Discord. I think it was Saluna's Discord. Shoutouts to Saluna's Discord. But that was something that was happening. And with my Chlorend situation, or not Chlorend, I'm thinking about Chlorend because I'm about to use Chlorend here, but no, there we go. But, so that didn't work. And then, well, characters who can heal have an advantage. That means not Arlecchino. I have Shenyun, though. I don't know if the last boss is Knuckle Buckle or something that shields Arlecchino. I'm gonna use Arlecchino anyway, because I can. No reason not to use Shalom in here. Yeah, anyways, but yeah, basically my, so this Arlecchino, this is a C3 Arlecchino that one of my friends has, and I've been using her a lot. Because who would have thunk a C3 Arlecchino is very strong. So, very nice. I don't have Arlecchino on my own account, but anyway, although I feel like I'm debuffed, right? Okay, I must be debuffed. That thing must be providing a debuff, which is why I can't, do damage. Because I'm like, Arlecchino should be doing a lot more damage than that. I thought that heals herself. I thought she heals herself on her burst. Maybe I don't know how Arlecchino works. Anyway, it didn't matter. It was over. Basically, okay, Kale is the only character left. Because I don't know if we're fighting Knuckle. We are fighting Knuckle Duckle. Okay, that's what I figured. So, that's why I wanted to save Flens and Anefa, because I thought we might be fighting Knuckle Duckle. I almost want to try it with, actually, you know what? I almost want to try it with, Arlecchino, because it would be funny. But no, but basically, I tried so many different things, and then I tried so many different things on side 2. Once I settled in with Mavuika, I eventually decided that, like, okay, using a Scaffier with Mavuika, that gives me extra cryo that makes my melts easier to pull off. So using Mavuika, Seat Lolly, and Scaffier Bennett, I was doing that on side 1, and I was getting pretty consistent clears on side 1, on the side 1 boss. I was getting pretty consistent clears on the side 1 boss with that team. And, unfortunately, so unfortunately, I ended up, not being able to do anything else. Like, so, I was able to do it at my best at, like, with 8:40 left on the clock, you know, at worst, more like 8:20, but side 2, I was still having trouble. I kept dying. I tried so many different things. I tried Alauma Hyper Bloom. I tried Nefer. I tried a Nefer team with Shanyun as a healer and kept dying. I tried Alauma Hyper Bloom with Shanyun as a healer. Because Shanyun and Escaffier are my 2 best healers. I tried Durin, Fischl, Farina, and in Effa, I think. That didn't work. I tried so many different things. Because I've actually been really underwhelmed with Durin's damage. I don't know if like it's just my build or my gameplay, but I've not been too happy with Durin. I did do the witch homework stuff in case you're wondering. But yeah, anyway, but it was brutal, and I did not have and I tried so many things. Eventually, I went back to Flynn's. I said I was having the best success with Flynn's, Shanyun, Farina, and Effa, because I was able to use Farina to sword plunge, and I was able to swap her into healing mode while I was sword plunging on the mech. But I still wasn't getting enough damage because I still don't understand fully how the mech works. Like, in terms of, like, because it seemed to be somewhat random when it would reshield. And I don't know if there's some sort of, like, if you reach a certain damage value, it reshields, or, like, I don't know how it works. So someone will have to enlighten me on that. But man, that was absolutely brutal, because here's the thing, I don't have Beresa. Oh nice, a transient resin. Did I actually claim my Abyss rewards? I'm assuming I did. I'm assuming it gave me the 100 primos, but yeah, so that's just a kind of miserable experience. So finally, I decided I wanted to try Escoffier on side 2. I wanted to try Flynn's and Effa Farina Escoffier because I thought freeze might help with, like, dealing with the enemy quickly. And I tried that, and I couldn't really get good testing on it. But on side 1, I was like, okay, well, what if we can do side 1 really, really fast? So what if we can do really, really fast Pyro app that won't fuck with my melts because it won't be Dendro application, it's not Nahida. Why don't I use Xiangling? So I used Mavuika, Xiangling, Bennett, and Seatlali. The problem is that I had to put Seatlali on Fab because I wasn't getting enough energy. Second of all, Xiangling was making it hard to melt correctly because, nice, I got a name card. Seatlali was making it hard to melt correctly because, well, she, Seatlali is a very, she doesn't apply cryo faster than Xiangling. Xiangling's application is so fast that, the problem with Xiangling is that her application is so fast that it ended up causing problems. So that was, like, super unfortunate. Actually, I'm thinking I should level my Fav Codex. I'm thinking my Fav Codex might be better. People are recommending Fab on Columbina rather than Sac. I was hearing Sac Jade might be good, but people are recommending Fav. Anyway, basically, my experience with that situation, it was not fun. I did not have a good time, and I wasn't able to do it with Xiangling because I kept my damage output without the TTDS buff and without using extra Hydra or extra buffs. I wasn't getting good damage output. My Xiangling build also isn't great, and I wasn't able to, like, take advantage of melting on Xiangling. I was just using Xiangling to break the thing fast. So because of all of this, I wasn't able to do a lot with Xiangling, and I do have these. Well, I don't have them yet, but I will have them when I do some wishes. And then I have these 14. There we go. So I have 88 right now. Okay. And I think my pity, I think I'm at, like, 40 pity or something. I don't actually know my pity. I might get Columbina's signature. I'm not sure. I know it's, like, not a great signature, but I like it. I like the drip. I want the drip on Columbina. Anyway, Columbina's a character I care about drip for. Whenever Mavuika reruns, I really want to get her sig as well. But anyway, I decided that doing whatever I was doing wasn't fun, and I just decided it wasn't fun. So finally, I ended up switching back. I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to use Xiangling anymore, but I still want to use Escoffier on side 2. So I'm going to use Diona, because I have Diona C6, and I was like, okay, well, Diona can generate pyro particles for Seatlolly. I can put Seatlolly back on TTDS, because Diona C6 gives like 300 EM or something, so that's helpful from a Wigga damage. So... And I've also, like, really, because I've seen damage with and without buffs, and I've actually really learned the importance of Bennett to Mavuika, which is interesting. Like, how Bennett-reliant Mavuika is, which is something I don't hear talked about that much. I hear people always complain about, like, oh, she's Night Soul-reliant, which, like, yeah, no shit. But, like, she is extremely Bennett-reliant, like... I feel like most of the teams that use Yansan also use Bennett. Like they use Yansan and what do they use? Yansan, Bennett, and Seatlolly, right? So this was just like a silly thing. I just don't really understand why. Yeah, I don't know. I just realized like how, because when I was mistiming my bursts on Bennett on that first side. When I was mistiming my bursts on Bennett, because it's hard to get the timing, I had to min-max the fuck out of it and get the timing just right. When I was mistiming my bursts on Bennett, I wasn't getting the buffs and I wasn't getting the bigger numbers on Mafuika. It's a difference between getting like, what, like 600k versus 800k. It's a big difference. And yeah, that's just kind of how it is. Oh, I almost have 20 resin. Well, but yeah, it's just really unfortunate that was a problem I was having with, do I not have that waypoint? Yeah, it's like underground, I think. I think I tried to get it and I couldn't find it. But yeah, that's just like a problem I was having. What are you? Are you an enemy? Or is this just like a tree? Oh, it's a tree. But yeah, I just think like, personally, that was just so rough, and then finally I was able to clear it with Diona, and I just did this a few minutes ago. So it was Mavuika, Diona, Seatlolly, Bennett on side 1, and side 2 was Flynn's, Escoffier, Farina, and Nefa. And I think I got lucky. I also like altered some builds and stuff a little bit. I tried to like make my Nefa artifacts better. Like I think I got lucky. And I have Inefa on Silk and Moon right now. People are saying Inefa should be on a DPS set, and Columbina should be on Silk and Moon and Columbina teams. So that's interesting. So maybe I'll put Inefa on. There's like a new DPS set. I don't know. It's a new set that's supposed to be for Columbina, but I guess if Inefa does more damage on the team, then Inefa should be on the set. Because I actually want to try out, because Diluc. I want to try a Diluc team, but I think like it's optimal to have Diluc on Sky, which is funny. Like Diluc on Sky, Columbina on Moon, and then Inefa on the new set. It's gonna be so cursed. And then 4th slot is Sucrose. It's so fucking cursed, man. Although I don't know if I guess Inefa is a shielder. I'm saying I don't know if I want to do it sustainless. If I want a healer, I can use Bennett, obviously. I can use like, yeah, I can use other characters. But yeah, I just like, I just kind of wanted to like rant about that Abyss because because here's the thing, I pulled Durin. Now again, it could just be a skill issue, but like I've not been having good damage with Durin. I mean, maybe he'll be good later. We don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna go for Varka. I'm probably not gonna go for Varka because I'm not too interested in like Animo gameplay. Like, I'm probably not, I might go for Zabai, I don't know if I'm gonna go for Zabai, but like, Varka, I'm probably not gonna go for Varka, but I will go for Nicole, and like, Nicole's probably gonna be really good support for Varka, but Nicole will probably work with other units as well. I have a feeling that, you know, would have, we'll have, just being Pyro, she'll probably have synergy with other units as well, so I definitely would be interested to see what Nicole brings to the table. I'm probably gonna pull. Like, I pulled Durin because I'm a pyro collector, but I just don't like playing him as a carry. Like for off field, it's okay, I guess. But it's just like I just don't really. The teams are so restrictive because like, oh, you need a healer, you need Bennett, because like none of the Hexarai characters fucking heal. Now it would be crazy if they added Bennett to the like future Hexarai buffs. I really hope they do. That would be funny. I hope they add the Luke because that would also be funny. Because like I was like, oh, the Luke has no business being a Hexarai buff, but like the thing about the Luke is that Razor also has no business being a Hexarai, and he is, so unless I missed some Razor lore, then I'm not I'll admit I'm not like fully up on my Razor lore, but anyways, yeah, I just kinda, I forgot I had this thing equipped, did I seriously never unequip that after, anyway, yeah, I just, man, it's just rough, it's rough trying to balance all that, because I don't care about Varka, so like Durin's gonna suck for me. I mean, I know he's still good. I know Durin is supposed to be good, but I just haven't had luck with him. Now maybe when we get the new Hexarai artifact set, maybe I will end up using Durin on the Hexarai artifact set, and that will be good. I might do that. Like that could be helpful. Oh, hello, buddy. Yeah, I think I could use Durin. I think with the new set, he'll be good. But like, man, I want another pyro carry so bad, and I'm really upset about the like Alice situation, because the leaks are saying Alice will not be playable in 6X. The leaks are saying she will be playable in 7X and in the future. I'm slightly worried they're going to decide to not make her playable at all because she has a child, which means she's canonically been in a relationship, and you know how gotchas are about that. That is my only like fear, that they're just going to make her not playable at all. But it seems like she'll be playable in Shiznaya. But if she's playable in Shiznaya, she's going to be playable at the end of Shiznaya, right? She's going to be playable in like 7.7. And I'm saying this because we see the pattern with Skirk. Skirk is like a very meta-defining but non-Archon character that came out towards the end of that patch. And it would be a little weird to release two very, very strong. They don't tend to release the best. Usually what Genshin does is they tend to release a few like carries and supports that are okay at like the beginning of a new region, and then they become stronger when the Archon releases. So for example, you had like Nuvolette became stronger when Farina released. You had I like Kanich, Chaska, and Mualani, I guess, became stronger when Mavwiga released. And then like Nefer Flen's, I guess Zabai's coming afterwards. Like Nefer and Flen's are becoming stronger when Columbina releases. So any carry that comes out, I don't think they're going to release Alice in a slightly underpowered state. Any carry that comes out before Zoritsa is going to be probably not hyper lore significant. Oh, there you are, you little fucker. It's probably not going to be like an extremely lore significant character. If I were to hedge a guess. Is it over here? I don't even remember. Well, your dead friend is over here, I guess. No? Okay. We're just gonna not ignore that. But yeah, the Zoritsa. So it is extreme. If Alice is coming out in Cisnaya, it's very unlikely she will come out before the Zoritsa, right? Which means she'll probably come out after the Zoritsa, which probably means toward the end of the patch, because they're gonna want to like Now, okay, we are getting Varka immediately after Columbina. So, that is true. So I suppose that, we are getting Varka immediately after Columbina, so we could get Alice in, like, 7.4. Even then, I don't want to wait that long. It's like, that'll still be 2 years since Mavuika. And I love Mavuika, obviously, but, like, I want another Pyro carry before then. And, like, people say, well, Durin can be a carry. Yeah, but I don't like his carry playstyle, and he's not primarily a carry. And I feel like Nicole could potentially be in a similar situation. Nicole could be a carry, you know, but, like, not actually. I was hoping Nicole would be a carry when I heard she might be Pyro, but now it's looking like no. Yeah, I don't know how to do this. I don't know what this is all about. But yeah, it's looking like Nicole will not be a carry. She'll probably be best in slot for Varka, and that's just really unfortunate because I wasn't planning to pull for Varka. I am still gonna get Nicole, but like, because I'm a Pyro collector. But yeah, and I don't know about Sandrone. It'll really depend on her playstyle, because if the leaks that say she's Electro are right, man, we've had so many Electro DPSs. We would have had 3. If Sandrone is Electro, we would have had 3 Electro DPSs in the time that no Pyro DPSs exist. Also, we are like way overdue for a new Hydro on fielder, and I know Columbina can DPS. So Columbina can main DPS, but like, she's more of a support. Like, she is more of a sub DPS than a main DPS. She can main DPS, but like, I don't think Columbina should count as our next like main. I'm talking like a Mualani type character, right? And the last main Hydro DPS we had was Mualani. Now Geo is the one that's been waiting the longest, since Geo's been waiting since Navia. But we're about to get Zabai, so it'll be nearly 2 years. It'll be almost exactly 2 years, I guess, since Navia release. So, but like, I can't believe we're having another. Now, we're not having a complete Pyro gap, because we are still getting Pyro 5 stars. We're getting Durin and Nicole. We are still getting Pyro 5 stars. Unlike the whole, like, the gap between Yoimiya and Lenny was like 2 years. And Dea doesn't count because she's standard banner, right? I'm not counting Dea for that. That was the whole gap between Lenny and Yoimiya, was like a 2-year gap. But we got like literally no Pyro. The only other Pyro characters we got in the meantime was like Toma and Dea, and it was not good, right? But then ever since Lenny, we got Arlecchino, and we also got 4 stars. We got like Chevreuse. And then in Natlan we got Mavuika, but we didn't get any Pyro 4 stars in Natlan. Or, dude, when was the last, was Chevreuse the last Pyro 4 star? Holy shit. That's crazy. It's crazy that we just haven't gotten any Pyro 4 stars in so long. But at least we've gotten Pyro 5 stars, actually. Which is weird. We're allegedly gonna have 2 if Nicole is Pyro. I'm just like, I don't like the idea of Sandrone being Electro, because like, Varessa and Flens already exist, and I don't think we need another Electro DPS right now. We don't need another Electro DPS before we need a Hydro or Cryo one, and there aren't any Hydro DPSs leaked. I don't know if Snowmaiden will be a DPS or support, but like, there's no Hydro DPSs leaked yet. But Cryo, we had a Cryo one like Skirk wasn't that long ago, right? Although the gap for Skirk to Zaritza would still be almost 2 years, assuming Zaritza is a DPS, which I think she will be. She could be a support if Archon. More Archons have been support. Like, the only Archon that has been I guess. Well, I was gonna say the only Archon that's been dedicated being DPS is Mavuika, but I guess Raiden was intended. I feel like Raiden was intended to be a main DPS, and Raiden was a main DPS at the time. She was very meta at the time. You know, I do believe. You know, at the time of release, Raiden DPS was good. So I guess you could argue Raiden, and I guess even Venti at launch, like, how much are people using Venti DPS? I don't really know. But, like, I feel like overall, Mavuika is, like, the only Archon to be, like, a dedicated DPS. I put Raiden in the same category, because they have strong off-field capabilities, but they are also on-fielders. The only difference is that Raiden sucks. In saying all of that, though, I think, I think we could be getting something really good with Zaritza. But not only will we be due for another cryo DPS unless Snow Maiden is a cryo DPS, but like I would rather Sandrone be cryo than Electro, dude. But like, where are the Hydro DPSs? I feel like we'll definitely get one like early Cisnaya, like one of the earliest, like one of the first DPSs in Cisnaya will be Hydro, because they usually release one or two or three in Natlan's case. We got oh yeah, and in Fontaine too, because we got Lenny, we got Nouvelette and Riceley all before Farina came out, and the Navia was after Farina. So yeah, I mean, the fact that we're getting Varka so soon after Columbina is crazy. I just think, like, I don't care about Varka, but he is a lore significant. I mean, I care about Varka for, like, lore reasons. I don't care about Varka. I care about Varka because we're, like, probably getting a mod set expansion, right? But I don't care about Varka gameplay-wise, necessarily. Now, if his kit feels really fun to play, maybe I'll pull him. Like, I wasn't planning to pull Flynn's, and then I actually kind of liked Flynn's kit. And Flynn's kit is nice. I like it. If I had Veresa, I would not have pulled Flynn's. I'll say that. And part of my reason for like skipping Veresa on the rerun, other than like Columbina savings, was because I pulled Flynn's. So it's kind of like I don't see a huge reason to have both of them now. This past Abyss would have been real nice to have Veresa. That was some hard Veresa shilling. I was talking about plunging as well. Like, me using Shan Yun on the team was like as a healer. The mech doesn't need you to plunge. I used Shan Yun on the first two teams, on the first two to plunge, right? But Shan Yun doesn't, or like the mech doesn't need you to plunge, it doesn't need you to have a plunging character. But like, yeah, I just don't like playing my Diluc plunge team. It's not fun to me. Which is why I'm really excited for Columbina, Inefa, Sucrose / Bennett, Diluc, but it's really funny because again, I think Diluc is gonna be like, you're gonna put Diluc on the fucking Sky set, which is funny. I'm so glad I never farmed for the Veresa set for Diluc, because like, good lord, no. But you feel bad for like Xiao mains, because I think Xiao mains, like, I don't know what the joke is, but like, it's like that Xiao has had like multiple sets that you've had to like farm. I feel like Diluc though, because like we've had, I mean, you could even argue that like, I don't know about Diluc, but like, is like Marechaussee good if you have Farina or something? It's like, it's really dumb. Like, oh, you can run Marechaussee on Diluc, you can run fucking, it just depends on your team comp. But I mean, also, Diluc, I would say Diluc doesn't matter because he's, like, never meta outside of, like, 1.0, which doesn't count, but, like, Xiao also kind of isn't meta. Xiao kind of sucks, I'm sorry. Gameplay-wise, Xiao is one of my absolute favorite characters. I really hope Xiao gets buffed. Now, would I pull him? Still probably not, because, like, it's just... But, like, still, I still really hope Xiao gets buffed. I really hope we get... like Adepti buffs, that would be dope, because like Ganyu, Kaching could get it, because she works for the Adepti. Ningguang could get it. Oh god, Ningguang buff would be crazy. I guess like Lunar Crystallize, I guess like Zabai and Columbina, well I guess Columbina existing could be an indirect, I forgot I still have Yehoda's tracking thing on. But I think, what's her name existing, yeah, Columbina, could be an indirect Ningguang buff, but like, yeah. But she needs like an actual kit rework like Venti had. Zabai's kit is, or not Zabai, sorry, Ningguang's kit is abysmal. And then buff, I trying to think who else could get buffed. With like Adepti buffs, Shan Yun, I don't know what they do to Shan Yun to buff her. Like, Shan Yun is already broken. I love Shan Yun, dude. I mean, you can argue she's not broken, but like, she is one of the strongest team-wide healers in the whole game. I know people use her for like, oh, she can allow your favorite character to plunge, which enables a different playstyle. No, I just use her for like healing in VV bot. That is it. Dude, I literally use her on my Flynn's team for healing in VV bot. It's so bad. Is the talent domain open? I gotta check. I'm not farming this for llama, I'm farming this for... Wait, no, I didn't want to craft. I wanted to see if the domain was open. I'm not farming this for llama, I'm farming this for, It's not, okay. I'll just farm more ley lines then. I'll do a more ley line, I'm gonna need more. I'm like just kind of like pre-farming random shit. Yeah, Hera, I farmed up all the Hera. I farmed up Hera for Columbina, but like just like Mora, and I need a lot of Mora and a lot of Mora and a lot of books for Columbina, so I'm kind of just doing that. But yeah, I know I'm just kind of yapping right now, but that is, it's down there. Oh, there's a chest down here. Hello. Get down here, you motherfucker. But like, I literally use Shan Yun on my Flint's team for like healing VV. I know Yehoda would probably be better because Yehoda has EM, although I don't have her C6. I have like C2 Yehoda. I want to build my Yehoda, I just haven't had time. I prioritized building Durin, which is probably a mistake. You know, I thought I would have to use him in Abyss, but it didn't really work. I guess having him for like theater wasn't awful, but still. Nice. What's our exploration at? I'm curious. Oh yeah, this island. This is the one that's like, I didn't know there was a chest on there, dude. Wait, hold on. Are we at 99 yet? Or still 98? We're at 99. That's crazy. Dude, if this is this might be the first place I get 100% exploration. Like actually. Because I'm not like 100% exploration person. I don't do that usually. I usually just wait. There's an Oculus nearby. Hello. Yeah, I don't usually go for 100% exploration. I usually just go for like the amount that I need to get rewards. If there's like limited time rewards, I go for like 80. And then I just like chip away at it over time. The thing is, I'm not sure if I did every world quest. Okay, so where is this Oculus? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Maybe over here? I'm not sure if I did every world quest, and if I didn't, I'm afraid that I'll end up in a situation where it will be like the Notlan world quests, where I ended up in a situation where not doing the first couple of world quests, I didn't have a key item I needed to complete the world quest, so that was annoying. Well, you're not an Oculus. Okay, so where is the Oculus? Because I see it on the map. I gotta check my recording link. Oh no, I only have 12 minutes left. I can only record for 12 more minutes. So there's a chest over there I haven't figured out how to get yet. But right now I want to just do this. Luckily I have Mavwiga team, so the Electro enemies are not a problem. Because when you end up with this ley line and you have the Flint's team out, it just becomes bad. But yeah, I'm so excited for like my Columbina Nefer team's gonna pop off. She's gonna make Nefer finally good, because my Nefer is really bad. I mean, I need to like, I do want to improve my Nefer build as well, but like, Columbina will definitely help my Nefer a lot. Which is super nice. Oh yeah, so I was looking for that Oculus. I'm a big Nefer, Nefer is like my second favorite DPS currently. Okay, so where on earth is this Oculus? This looks sus, but I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I'm just kind of like rambling a lot, but I don't know. I have a lot to say. Oh, hello. What's this nonsense? What is this? Huh. I don't know. Oh, hello, that might be something. I just want to find... I just want to find the chest, dude. Or not the chest, sorry, the Oculus. And it's literally almost 3 a.m. here, and I still had a thing I wanted to work on, so that's fun. I've literally been... I shouldn't say it was a waste of time, because I finally cleared that goddamn abyss. That it made me want to physically pull my hair out, in case you're wondering. So I do feel very accomplished today. I want to go to the top of this thing, because the Oculus could be high up. But I'm gonna guess it... Wait, it's over there! I found it. Okay, I need to go back down here so I can recharge my, flight. There we go. Is this gonna give me 100%? I wonder. Also, there's a guy up here. Hello. Guys, I'm like getting close to AR-60. That's so crazy. So it means it literally takes 1,000 hours to get to AR-60. Oh my god, there it is. It's not actually 100% because there's another chest, but like, oh my god. Dude, this is the first place I've ever 100%ed. That's crazy. I guess I really like this place. This place is beautiful. I have like 99 in this one place in Mondstadt, but still. Alright, well that'll be it. That's all I want to say.